having established that the doctors could change, that they could transmogrify into another aspect of this particular character, then there was no real limit to what, you know, to the number of doctors, or the sex of the doctors, or the race of the doctors. Now, I don't say race because they're not creatures from this planet. They have two hearts and, no doubt, greater numbers of all sorts of things, which, of course, you can cut if you want to. Anyway, what was the question? Sorry.
We can forget it if you want.
What?
Howdy, kids. Dr. Freedom here with you. Times from Doctor News from in and around the universe that is so amazing, so incredible, so breathtakingly cool that you feel that you ran up Everest in your underwear, did the cha-cha, the Macarena, and possibly a little Gangnam style, and then ran back down before your testicles froze off. Yeah, it's, well, then again, the lack of oxygen probably didn't help either. But let's get that imagery out of our head, you know. Let's get to the important stuff, shall we?
It has begun!
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It has begun. Let's go to the DWSR on Twitter. And it doesn't stand for such a droll like the dummy says. Okay, let's go. Let's hold over. Bam, that's right. Newport, Doctor Who filming spotted. Matter of fact, this resident said, quote, "My eldest son came home from school in a really good mood today. He walked past the filming of Doctor Who on the way home, and he said, quote, unquote, she waved at me." And there's even a link here to the thing, you know, where the post originally was. Matter of fact, they will be filming on the 9th, which is tomorrow. So, boom, boom, boom. They are filming at the Old Laundry, 85 Colville Road, Newport. Now, some folks out there weirded out because I did a British accent. And they took some offense to it. And I'm like, dude, I know more British people than you probably know living in Britain. And they tend to get a laugh out of it when we do it. It's not meant to be seriously offensive or anything like that. So it's not like I went into full-blown Cockney. Sheesh. But okay, let's get back to this. It was in this building. They just came today. Wham. Let's go. Unfortunately, you will not likely not see anything. There were rumors, let me stress the word rumors flying around, that there was going to be some sort of big announcement regarding Jodie's costume. The problem is, as long as they keep her indoors, they don't have to show you anything. And also, if they're filming episode 1, chances are it's nothing relevant anyway. So as long as they stay inside this building, you ain't seeing jack squat. All right, so, and somebody threw that up, bam, 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 whatever that is. Probably a lighting rig or whatever. But there's those happy signs. Ooh, doggy. Okay, so, yes, filming has resumed. The DWSR hashtag is back in the hands of those it truly belongs to in the first place. So, but also still watch out for people posting misinformation, such as, such as fake filming locations and stuff like that. Stick to the people you know and trust, right here. All right. Okay, let's hop right on into the good stuff. Okay, why Jodie Whittaker is reluctant to reveal her Time Lord status. And by the way, she was never going to be the one who leaked the news. They caught her. Get ready for this. The West Yorkshire actress says while on a rock and roll Friday night out bed shopping in a Cardiff IKEA. She goes, "I didn't want anyone knowing. I was kind of happy with my anonymity." And she's gone into this before because I wouldn't say anything about moving to Wales. So I just say, "Oh, I'm unemployed." But then people were also sending me stuff and going, "Oh, you'd be great for this." Or "I've got something for you. Come in and have an audition." And I'd have to make up the weirdest excuses. I'd be like, "I'm not really reading scripts at the moment." And they'd be like, "What?" You know, so I'm really excited to get the head down and spend some time on this. And not spread myself too thin. It's a big and exciting challenge, one that needs 100% focus. I've certainly got a few more years left of me. I'd like to be working in my 70s and 80s, and when I look at my CV, I just think I've been so lucky to have had different characters and storylines to work with all the time. Obviously now, this job is going to be the ultimate. So, very, very nice stuff here, from Jodie Whittaker. Bam, bam, bam. Let's keep moving. This was just a playful thing that happened apparently on the chase. I got a laugh out of it more than anything. But apparently he goes, get ready for this. Let's go scroll down a bit. Janet Ellis, was she like Doctor Who's Doctor Sidekick and Peter Purse? Was he a doc? So he's basically, I think, just playing around with the audience. There's some clips here as well if you want to go check this out. It's mainly just a fun thing, all right? All right, keeping on. Bradley Walsh's childhood Doctor Who memories are adorable. So, bam, bam, bam. Let's keep going here. I thought as a kid I was the Doctor's biggest fan, so my mom and dad bought me a battery-operated Dalek, and this is part of the Telegraph interview if you don't want to go blow money on it or whatever. I must have worn it out. I play with it so much. That don't sound right. Now, here I am 50 years later and possibly going to meet them for real, and all of a sudden I'm 8 years old again. Time travel is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Now, so if you didn't want to mess with the Telegraph, there's a lot of it here. So this way, but I said not a whole lot really. I'm sorry, I lied to you a little bit. But it's the Radio Times watered down, but still, it's better than messing around with the Telegraph over there. Because that could be a pain in the rear. Like, they only let you read like one full article every so often unless you pay them money. Steve Moffat says Doctor Who could drop a whole series on BBC iPlayer one day. Now, someone got in an argument with me about saying the whole thing with Ripper Street is different. It's not. The BBC still technically owned Ripper Street. All they did was they did a collaborative effort with Amazon. But you see that part of the deal was Amazon got to stream the full-length episode. And the episodes they were shooting could be anywhere from an hour to an hour 50. And I think they had the longest one, which was an hour and 15 minutes. But the deal was the BBC didn't get to air it on BBC One until several months later. And even then, it was edited down to 55 minutes to fit in with format. So you see the benefits there. The BBC still own the show, but they help foot the bill, and they get to stream it first. So it can happen. Don't say it can't, because chances are it can. Because Moffat says Doctor Who could drop a whole series on BBC iPlayer one day. I think TV scheduling is going to disappear. I was having a talk with some folks over the last couple of weeks, and expect sometime within your lifetime, even if you're an old fogey like me, going on 47 next year, that regular broadcast TV, I think, is going to disappear. It's going to be gone completely, even digital. Gone. It's going to be all internet. It's going to be all internet all the time, brought to your house by cable. You're going to have to pay for a cable modem. And if you want, but you see, because people are getting tired, you see, we're in the age where you can flip on a box, go to a program you want to watch at that moment, pick the episode you want to watch at that moment, rather than waiting for it to air later when somebody else broadcasts it. It's not like the good old days when, oh God, I remember back before there was even VCRs. You missed a program, you were boned. It was that damn simple. And then luckily we got a VCR like in 80, 81. And then shortly after began my obsession with Doctor Who, and I was able to tape a lot of episodes. Unfortunately, yeah, those tapes wear out over time. But still, you would see what I'm meaning. So he's even saying that it's a strong possibility that, yes, and then he goes in some other stuff right here, Sue. So boom, boom, boom. Here you go. Little stuff from the Moffat on his way out the door. Here's a few more things. Boom, boom, boom. Moffat is a fan of the Doctor Who Series 11 TARDIS team dynamic. It allows the Doctor to shine, blah, blah, blah. And this is part of the stuff he's, hey, let's just get into it, all right? I'm starting to talk about. Sorry, that happens sometime. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I've always been sneaking somebody else in. Whether it's River or Captain Jack. I loved it with Amy and Rory in the TARDIS. I thought it was great fun. Boom, boom, boom. I think they're going to have a much bigger range of companions. I really don't know much about what they're doing, but it looks like they're going to do that, and I think it works. And, of course, a lot of people are going, get out, Moffat. We're tired of your crap. So, nice little sit down here with Digital Spy and the Moff as well. So let's keep moving because we're getting to the really cool stuff. We're going to Chris Eccleston, baby. Chris Eccleston on why he's never done Doctor Who conventions. This covers actually a good range of stuff because they have the entire interview. It's only 5.5 minutes or so right here. And it's definitely worth the watch. Because one of the things he talks about is, the whole thing with, Jodie Whittaker. I'll see if I can hit it on the mark real quick.
Look, I loved you in Doctor Who. I thought you were fantastic. I'd like to see you do more Doctor Who. We're going to have a woman now. Hurrah.
Hurrah.
Don't you think?
Well, yeah, the BBC have gone as far as they can with skinny white men, I think. It's time, isn't it? It had to change.
Okay, that's the little bit I wanted to play. Sorry it took me a minute or so to get there. The magic of editing. Okay, moving on. Krista Eccleston reunites with Doctor Who fan for a deeply personal interview. Of course, they're talking about Gerard Grove. He interviewed him, I think it was about a year or so ago, about the first season, I believe, of the A Word and all that. And now they're back together again for another one. And this is very, very entertaining read. And if you don't want, you can just, boom, watch it right here. So, or you can go straight to the YouTube. Sometimes I just do that. I click on the YouTube icon. It runs a little faster. But very nice thing over here on Anglophenia. All right, moving on. This is also adorable. I know it's God knows how many, but they did actually just put this up. And it is Pearl Mackie's for absolutely adorable reaction to meeting her first Dalek. And the clip is right down here if you want to watch it. All right, so that's all I had for you today. Once again, filming has been spotted. I have an eerie feeling they've actually been filming since the 4th, as we said before. I think the October 30th date was being a little bit optimistic, given it was just the week after read-throughs, or read-through started. So I think what actually happened was they did begin filming on November 4th, and this is just the first time they've been out on location. So that's my theory, because I was hearing from too many people the November 4th date. And now all of a sudden, boom, here they are out on location, and the LSW signs are out. And as I said before, the info's right there. Also, like the problem, though, with DWSR these days, you're going to have to block a lot of morons. Like I said, there's a gaggle of people out there who are following a big dummy, and he seems to think he's on this great moral religious crusade to purify the internet of Doctor Who spoilers, when in reality, he's doing it for attention because he didn't get enough from Mama and Papa. That's all it is. Oh, well, folks, I'm out of here. I'm done. So take care. Ta-ta. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, Christmas is just a few weeks away. Sadly, the last episode of Peter Capaldi, Jodie Whittaker coming in for her brief bit. And then we have the long wait till Series 11. So just hang in there tight, folks. We'll get through it again. Ta-ta. Good night.